Here we go, stage 5 on the Tour de Zwift. I'm expecting around 100 total in this race, and there are some big hitters dropping down from the A and B group. Of note, Takahashi and Simon Kerr. Takahashi is a A group rider, and Kerr is a B group, potentially pacing or pushing the pack. So with this, I would expect the lead out to be fairly aggressive. Probably end up burning way too many matches too early. However, we'll give her the old college try. And the gate drop. I was relatively spun up for this, and there goes Pagano out the front, probably pushing about 500 watts, honestly. One of the faster starts I've seen in the C-Class race. Fairly stretched out here. Actually expected this front group to split into two right now. But it did not, and ended up coming back together relatively nice. Still in the mid 200s. Pretty high RPM. Grinding it out. I do wish Zwift would do some bigger races for this Tour de Zwift. Crit after crit after crit, while fun, doesn't really suit my my ideal style, but nonetheless, it's pretty fun. Once this group comes back together, really just looking to kind of collect my energy and then get ready for these slight leg snapper climbs that are coming up at about 2.7K. As soon as we hit this bend, we begin the little triple climb. Nothing too significant, nothing double-digit range, but just enough to potentially stretch out the group. Kind of cash in some additional matches here, making sure I don't get dropped. Got my computer running on the left side that just kind of has the profile out there, some of the riders, info. That way I know what I'm getting into based on the pack, even though it's not going to matter when they start laying down the real power later on in the race, probably. Don't have it on the screen right now, but I'm pretty sure that's Simon off the front. Oh, no, there he is in the pack. Little breather here for this last little kick up, and then about 4.5k to 5.6k is relatively downhill or flat, and then kind of rouleur style back until 12 kilometers into the race. However, that sprint coming up at about 7.8k will be interesting, especially seeing as though it finishes into a fairly significant little kicker. .1 rule. On the slight descent now. Pack's all back together. Still riding in the VO2 max kind of region. Heart rate hasn't really had a chance to drop back down to a recovery or steady state regime. Bigger watts here. Probably didn't need to exert as much energy. It pushed me right out to the front of the pack. As you can see, I'm riding that 2.5 watts per kilo regime right now, just trying to regain some breath and get right back in it so I don't get dropped right here. Definitely digging deep. 7K in. And still spending the majority of my time above FTP. Getting close to that sprint. People are starting to lay down more power. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea here to match and try and climb my way through the pack and put up a good time. But I'll be suffering for it for sure. Second overall, and there Takahashi taking first with the 15.49, and the next guy is almost a little over a second off the pace. Everyone using the power-ups right now, potentially gasping for air, as am I. And really starting to thin out right now, especially with that little kicker of a climb from 7.8 to about 8.2K. This looks like a potential attacking zone for most of the pack. I'm up in the 400s and not even reeling these guys in. Time to accept my fate and hang out with this splinter cell. Recover, potentially reel some people in. We'll see. 8.9K in. Drop in that featherweight. Hopefully to get a little recovery. But we got this little pitch up as well. And then looking to see what I can grab passing through this. And it's just 10 XP, definitely not what I'm looking for on this race. 9.3 in. A little bit of rolling hills till we get to 12K, and then back into that triple up climb. Heart rate's finally back below 170 and dropping, potentially getting some recovery. Don't want to get dropped by these guys. Need that draft. Definitely feel like an absolute parasite right now, though. Would like to take a pull off the front. Moreau is sitting up there, the mid 3s to 4s, just pulling us along here. Alright, taking a little bit of a pull. Not much of one though. Got a feeling Moreau may or may not be trying to just get us to burn some matches here. Slight accelerations and deceleration. Getting that accordion effect going on. And we're chasing. .1 out. Starting to see that next group behind us really reel it in from 8 seconds to now 3. Probably gonna end up getting past here like nobody's business. Oh, and there he goes. Oh, 5.7 watts per kilo. Don't worry about that. The rest of the pack putting in some hard efforts. Us three are pretty much gassed at this point. Although I'd like to not be dropped out of the 3 that I was with. A couple surges. Not sure if that's going to cut it. Hang on to old Teapot here. He's going a little too slow. 2-second gap. Not much, but enough to drop you out. And they're walking away. 42nd right now, 43rd. Obviously the teapot ahead there. I am curious as to if or what Zwift Power has to say on who actually is in front. Looking forward to this little descent for the next about 1.5K once we crest this hill. 176, 77 beats per minute. Definitely gassed. $14.7K in. You can tell I'm doing a little quick snaps here and there. That left shoulder's hanging lower than the right. Definitely suffering at this point. On my phone, I see the next pack starting to reel us in a little bit there at 14 seconds. Hoping to keep Teapot and I together here and kind of push towards the finish. Only 3.3K to go. And knowing that we got really two little kicker hills after the sprint, and then fairly significant, like 7 or 8% finish. Taking a couple more pulls, hoping that the guys that are 7 seconds out will stay there, but they're definitely hammering down some medium 4 to 5 watt per kilo pushes there, so we'll see. Teapots dropped off the back, probably to pick up a draft with them. I'm too stubborn to do that, so I'm going to waste my energy here. Probably pay for it in the end. Although maybe Milo up ahead and I can team up and start hammering down, but they are 5 seconds out, so we'll see how this goes. And 2 seconds out. Oh, there we go. Yep, they're hammering down. 2.3 to go. Just falling right through the back of this pack. 228 watts there for a second. Let's see if I can hang on. 180 BPM, 81. To get back up there. These guys are cruising. We've got no power up after that XP boost, so $17K in. Pretty happy with that last sprint time. First overall as far as time goes. Looks like Takahashi might have dropped out of the ride. Not like it matters, but trying to go for another little sprint there again. Because at this point, sitting 47th and dropping, pretty cashed in. Gotta keep it fun. Use that arrow boost right as I get it. Probably still gonna get dropped out. Pushing 230. These guys are hauling. This is the finish? Nope. Psych. .6K to go. Know that we're gonna kick out to the left here and then basically get right into that kicker as soon as we pass 18.2K. It's been a pretty fun little rolling hill adventure. Fairly fast event. But I'm cashed in, nuggets down, breathing heavy, grumpy face. And here's the last little kick up. %8 hack, 9%. Try and sit here above 300, finish strong. Left shoulder's drooping hard now. Oh man. And that's it. Well, the results are in. Locking down 20th in Zwift Power, 55th overall on Zwift. Fairly pleased with the effort today. Probably shouldn't have pushed as hard in the first sprint retrospectively. This required obviously more recovery time on that uphill just after the sprint as the pack is all getting strung out there and trying to come back together. I just ended up falling out the back. However, fun stage today and looking forward to Richmond coming up on February 1st. See you guys later.